Hi friends, it's Karuna here. I wanted to give you a breakdown and some information about the yoga immersion that starts tomorrow on Mind Oasis. We have 11 folks from all over the United States that are joining us, and we have really amazing teachers that will be bringing all the different aspects of yoga to this immersion. First, I just wanted to say quickly that an immersion is different from a teacher training. So this isn't for you to become a teacher. You'll have that option at the end under a mentorship, perhaps one-on-one or at least in a small group. But this is really for you. So if you don't have a practice or you haven't, like me, you haven't engaged your physical practice of yoga recently, no worries. You're in the same boat as most of us. This is really for you to transform you. And we're going to give you a whole bunch of teachings that you can take and place into your heart in your life as you move forward. This immersion is really timed so that if you are looking at pre-pandemic and post-pandemic and you're ready to make some sort of transformation of your life, this will definitely help you get there. So the schedule can feel a little daunting. We're offering classes Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday. That doesn't mean that you have to come to the classes Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday. If that's too much for you, if you have kids, if you have partners, pets, other responsibilities, no big deal. I'm saying pick 2 to 3 that consistently work for you and come to those. And then you have the recordings. We record everything and they're posted within 48 hours. Then you can engage the recordings for the rest of the trainings, okay? The fee for the immersion is $1,800. If you need a payment plan, all you have to do is talk to me. Plenty of people are engaged in a payment plan. We are a 501c3 nonprofit. We can also offer scholarships. So if money is a barrier of entry, please don't let it be. Please email me, kelly@mindoasis.org, KELLY@mindoasis.org, and just say, I need some help. Anyone who engages in the immersion has access to all of our workshops and series from now until the end of July. The value on that is thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. Why are we doing this? So that as you immerse yourself, you can check out other teachers, you can check out lineages, you can check out teachings to see what resonates for you. It's like being able to go into the candy shop and have access to just a little sampling of everything you want to try before you decide which candy you're bringing home, okay? So those are two things that I just want to make clear. So if time is a barrier of entry, I'm going to encourage you to drop that as well. You can engage your immersion as much or as little. We keep our recordings up at least a year, and everything's downloadable. So you can download everything into your own personal devices, and you can engage the content throughout the year as you wish. So over the 4 months, while it's a compressed diamond-like immersion, you have access to that information long after the immersion, and you can have it for the rest of your life because you can download it. You will have paid for that content for you. So money, let's not have it be a barrier. Time, let's not have it be a barrier. So we'll move those off to the side. I want to take a minute just to talk a little bit about the actual offerings because they're pretty stellar. So on Monday nights is Asana and Movement Lab with Joseph and Michael. Joseph brings 5 of the weeks alive. Michael brings the rest. This will be movement based. Joseph is a movement master. That's what he's done his whole life. He teaches massage therapists and chiropractors and physical therapists how to look at your body through a lens he calls the 5 primary connect chains. Michael has been teaching yoga asana for over 20 years. Between the two of them, you get about 60 years of experience. I am not a backbendy yogi. If you are, that's awesome. You will have fun. If you're like me and can barely hold a down dog these days, no big deal. These guys aren't here to try to whip you into shape. They're here to invite an exploration of movement in your body. That's why it's being called a movement lab. Okay, so that's on Monday nights. Wednesday nights is yoga philosophy. The first 8 weeks will be light through the veins, which is all about your subtle body. And you can think about this as your energetic body, your energetic nervous system. This is sort of Michael's specialty, and he'll be bringing that to you for 8 weeks. And then the last 12 weeks will be some sort of yoga philosophy, something that's important to Michael and important to me, and I think is sort of the basis of Mind Oasis, is that we don't teach what we want to teach. We teach to the students that show up. So over those first 8 weeks, depending on who shows up and what you all want, that will inform the next 12 weeks of what you receive. So this is a very different philosophy from having a curriculum and then giving you the curriculum. That's not what we're doing here. We have students who have some sort of transformation that's happening, right? We're always undergoing change as humans. These teachings will be tailored, custom to you and your needs and the needs of the group, okay? On Thursday nights, I'll be bringing what I'm calling Diamond Mind, Unbarred Heart. These are teachings based in Tibetan Buddhism, which is my jam. And no one will be trying to make you a Buddhist, don't you worry. But what they are is actual techniques, tools to take into your life so that when the screaming boss shows up, when the crying baby won't stop, when the pet tears apart your kitchen, when life happens, when the argument happens with your friend or with your family member, that you have tools at your disposal that you can use to help diffuse the situation, to help calm or steady your heart, to be there, you being there for you. So this will be a combination class where I'll bring you a specific meditation that's for specific circumstances. I'll give you an example. Anxiety in the heart. I get a lot of anxiety around Mind Oasis and finances and things like that. One of the best antidotes to anxiety is loving kindness meditation. Why? Because you start to diffuse that energy on your heart out into the world. This is very, very, very useful. That's an example of the types of tools and techniques I'll be sharing with you over that 16 weeks. And it should align neatly with the philosophy and the movement of the week as well. Then what happens is on Saturday, what we're calling master classes, and they're really open for anyone to attend. So you could do any part of this as its own module, but here's where I'm going to encourage you to do the whole immersion. We have a WhatsApp group. There are readings to read throughout the immersion. What happens in the immersion is that you get something beyond the teaching and the individual, and you get the third part of Buddhist philosophy of the three jewels, which is the Sangha, the community. And I can't tell you how important the community is. Thich Nhat Hanh says that he believes the next Buddha is the community. The next Buddha is the Sangha. That's how important the Sangha is. And what I've witnessed over the past 2 meditation immersions that I've offered is that when people engage the material and engage the WhatsApp group and engage the discussion group and engage one another, the teacher falls away and the teachings and the student begin to support one another. And so whether it's a cancer diagnosis, whether it's a breakup, whether it's health related, whether it's losing someone to the pandemic, what I've witnessed is the group, the community of students coming together and holding one another in a way that sometimes even your friends and family can't. So on Saturdays will be master classes. So these are teachers who are truly a master of their craft. And they're 3-hour sessions, and we've tailored it so that you get a very well-rounded experience during the immersion. First up is Carly Lemus. Carly is out of Austin, Texas. She's a wonderful yogi, and she'll be talking about forward folds. And not just forward folds physically, But the power of the forward fold in calming, in helping with anxiety. So again, there's this tool at your disposal. Oh, I'm feeling anxious. What should I do? Well, physically, I could take a few forward folds. I could sit for 5 minutes and offer loving kindness to others. Then reassess. Then do you maybe need to call someone? But you'll have this radical access to tools that you have within you. We'll have a nutrition roundtable. So we'll be talking about Ayurveda, which is the Indian science of medicine, and specifically around how what you put in your body affects how you feel in your body. And this includes social media, this includes the television, and specifically nutrition. So you'll be taking a little quiz to see sort of what your composition is as a human. And then there'll be masters of their craft. Natalie Hayne, Allison Joy, Elizabeth Gomez. They all have studied extensively. Jennifer Cardilla, she's just written a book about it. These are masters in their craft that you'll have access to. Sun and moon wisdom. So looking at the sun side of the body and the moon side of the body. We're under a full moon right now, so this is a wonderful time to talk about it. Allison Joy has studied astrology extensively, and specifically from an Ayurvedic lens with a master of her craft, Sarah Tomlinson. So this is an opportunity to get in touch with your sun side and your moon side, Hatha Yoga. Turi Hetherington, she's one of our regular teachers on Mind Oasis. She'll be talking about how to bring peacefulness into your body through yoga, through I Rest Yoga Nidra. Okay. So again, these are like tools that you can take from the mat into your life. Maria Novak is bringing mantra, music, meditation, and magic. She's a bhakti yogi, a yogi of the heart, right? So I'm a guru yogi. I'm a devotional yogi. My teacher, Hector Marcel, I bow and kiss his feet. I'm a guru yogi. Maria is a bhakti yogi, a yogi of the heart. So she'll be teaching you how to use mantra and music and meditation together to create a magical experience within you, to open your heart. We have other teachers, guest teachers, who will be bringing Beginner's Guide to Chakras in the 21st century. So, you know, throw out the image of the old system of chakras. These are New Yorkers who will be bringing the marriage of how the chakras work within us, but also in this 21st century, how do we actually tap into this knowledge in our body? Lindsay Comp and I are bringing weekly asana classes. Lindsay has studied extensively with Michael Hewitt and with Allison Joy at 3 Jewels with my teacher, Hector. And so she'll be bringing Friday night asana, and she brings vinyasa. So it'll feel very like a very traditional yoga asana class that you would go to. And her spirit is bright. I, on the other hand, will probably be bringing yoga for snails. I'm calling it yoga for peace, but it's restorative. It's barely moving and listening to good music and allowing just the way that we feel within to open up through our subtle body by just moving a little bit. So if you identify with yoga for snails, that'll be my class on Thursdays. Even just with what's posted at this point, there's a potent immersion happening, and I would love to see us get a handful more of people, and I think it's for you, because I think this immersion is for anyone who's a seeker, anyone who's interested in how the mind, body, and spirit is married and intertwined and working together in any situation. So I invite you to strongly consider joining us. You can go to mindoasis.org and you'll see a Learn tab, and underneath it, immersions and trainings. Just click on that tab. And again, if you need some help with money, email me, Kelly@mindoasis.org. time, no big deal. Things are recorded, you have access to them, you can download them. And if there's just a resistance in general, I have to tell you that when I did a yoga teacher training, it changed my life forever. I wouldn't be sitting here in this way with Mind Oasis, in community with all of you, had I not gone through that training. This is going to be stellar. And the value add of having access to any teachings on Mind Oasis through the end of July is just unheard of, frankly. So join us. So much love.